The year was 1777. It was one of the darkest hours of the American Revolution. Early cries of independence, the Boston Tea Party, Paul Revere's ride, and shots heard round the world were becoming a fading memory.
The harsh reality of toppling the world's superpower to establish a new nation was setting in. The British had just delivered crushing defeats to the Continental armies in Canada and on Long Island. The city of New York had fallen and was under occupation.
And now, a force of approximately 9,000 redcoats was marching from Montreal to Albany to meet forces moving eastward from the Mohawk Valley. The plan was to cut off the head of the snake, New England, from the rest of the colonies to crush the rebellion. The colonists needed a miracle. With limited resources, General George Washington deployed battle-tested leaders and assets to halt the British advance. General Benedict Arnold, Colonel Daniel Morgan and his skilled snipers.
Another vital asset called upon to defend Saratoga was a talented young Polish engineer, Colonel Thaddeus Kosciuszko,
bolstering American forces to make a stand at Saratoga.
Additionally, an urgent call to arms was issued across New England for every available militia to immediately head to the upper Hudson Valley to reinforce the American army.
On September 19, 1777, the two opposing forces clashed at Freeman's Farm near Saratoga. The battle ended with a small but very costly victory for the British that left the American army firmly in control of the heights above the Hudson, blocking Burgoyne's path to Albany.
Soon after, a massive surge of thousands of citizen soldiers streamed in from across upstate New York and New England
to swell the American ranks.
On October 7th, a second battle was fought with great ferocity in the forests and wheat fields just north of Bemus Heights, resulting in a decisive American victory that forced Burgoyne's battered army to retreat.
Now more than 17,000 strong, the American army cut off, surrounded, and laid total siege to Burgoyne's starving army. 10 days later, on October 17th, Burgoyne surrendered to American General Horatio Gates. Burgoyne's shattered army laid down their arms, marking the first time a British army surrendered in history. The surge of citizen soldiers that heroically rallied at Saratoga rekindled America's fading flame of liberty. This miracle, coupled with Benjamin Franklin's skilled diplomacy, persuaded the French crown to both recognize the United States as a sovereign nation and to finally agree to a direct military alliance.
The resounding victories at Bennington and Saratoga marked America's turning point in its war for independence. How would this bold experiment to secure individual liberties have fared had the Saratoga campaign failed?
How deep the will of these patriots, what fire in their hearts, to reject the tyranny of a distant empire and risk life and limb for newfound freedom.
It is time to again honor the patriots that heroically answered the call when it mattered most, when all appeared to be lost and their country desperately needed a miracle. Now, another miracle is needed to bring their story to the widest possible audience. What could be more meaningful than America's patriots and veterans banding together to bring this heroic story to the silver screen? The mission is clear: the creation of an iconic and enduring motion picture that depicts the compelling story of how America's fight for independence was saved at Saratoga. Please visit 1777.org to learn how you can generously support this project, a veteran-owned and operated enterprise. Your involvement is crucial and will resonate for generations.